Honestly, such a great guy.
He must have given you a rollicking now and again.
Not me.
No,
I was known as the son of. You know what they're like. I've got many stories to him cutting my toenails and.
What?
Honestly.
Oh yeah, he does that.
He's a qualified chiropodist. He never let the chiropodist touch my feet. He'd be the one in his little coat and his glasses.
Really?
But I got a team talk for you that he done. We was playing Wolves. It was the game before we played Aston Villa actually in the FA Cup. It was Wolves and we got a draw away playing them at home. So we've come in. We've all sat down. And he said, right, my wife Sharon, she's had a dream last night, and no one really laughed because that was what he was like. He said. She dreamt that my right back scores the winning goal today. And we was like, okay. He said, so Danny Butterfield, you're playing up front. And he wasn't even the right back at the time. He was a fringe player because Kleiny was playing right back, Nathaniel Klein. But it was like, we all started laughing then. And he was like, no, I'm being serious. And I was taking centre with him. And even then I was looking over to the bench going, Gaffer, like, is this a joke? Put him back to right back. And I think about 12 minutes later, he had a perfect hat-trick, Danny Butterfield, and we won the game 3-1. Yeah, left-right header, won the game 3-1. And honestly, every team talk we come in after that, all the fringe players were going, Gaffer, Sharon had a dream last night because mine the team are going to score. Wow, the guy was insane. He was... he's old school, you know what he's like, old school. I worked under Mick McCarthy as well, and he's in the same ilk as him. And you know, if it was raining, he'd bring his umbrella in and he'd pull me aside, and I'd get to stand under the umbrella with him. And
so he's always the gaffer's son.
Gaffer's son, and it was similar.
This is a bit concerning here.
He told me a story. Well, he told a story about Adele Tarap, and it was similar to me. That the first thing he said to me was that you're playing no matter what. You're taking penalties, free kicks, corners, everything. If you don't play well, you're playing the next game. If you're poor that game, you're playing the next game.
It's good.
And it was fantastic. I played every single game that season, 53 games, and I scored the most I've scored, 20 goals, 17 assists, and it was all thanks to him.
Wow. What about that, eh?
Nice to have a manager that, you know.
Certainly was. And I should have gone. I almost went with him to QPR, but Palace pulled out of that deal, which was a bit frustrating.
Couldn't afford your wages.
They could. Honestly, George Burley came into Palace and he just dug his heels in and said he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And I didn't manage a one.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.